point. And the green light goes on. They're away and pacing. Sprinters come away quickly, but no surprises to see Harry Hu kick up on the inside and hold him out. Soho Wolverine's going to angle in and be behind the leader. Rock and Roll Whitby is now in the 1-1. 3 wide Chicago Bull. Gary Hall Jr. He's got some decisions to make, and he makes the one where he pulls back to the tail of the field. This will be a tactical affair from here on in. Over on the inside is Mr. Versace as the last one as they come into the straight now, and they'll race down with 2 to go. Approaching the winning post, and it is Harry Hu out in front. Clint Hall's had a great night in the cart, and he leads the way with Harry Hu. On the outside sprinter, Nathan Turvey's going to sit off of him and just race at his wheel and put the big fellow to sleep at the leader's wheel. Third the inside now as they head out of the straight. We have Soho Wolverine. Rock and Roll Whitby is camped over them in the 1-1 position. Mr. Versace went to 3 back the inside, and Chicago Bull is at the tail of the field. Lead time 38.8. Nice and slow as they head into the back straight now, and out in front it is Harry Hu. Clint Hall leaning back in the cart, and he has a handful of horse on Harry Hu, who's really being brought into this race now with the slow sectionals. On the outside we have Sprinter in second, covering up Soho Wolverine. They were followed then by next on the outside Rock and Roll Whitby. Back behind them there is Mr. Versace, and then came the favourite closing at $2. Chicago Bulls at the tail. Into the straight, 32.7. First quarter, last mile. Harry Hu leads the way. He's just being tapped up now to try and start running. Sprinter still sitting off of him on the outside. Nathan Turvey just playing a bit of cat and mouse tactics. 29.5 was the second section. The inside Soho Wolverine. Here comes Chicago Bull. Starts its run around the outside, 3 wide. They were followed then by Mr. Versace and Rock and Roll Whitby. Into the back straight they run now with about 550 metres to go. Harry Hu sprinted away there from Sprinter on the outside, but the big fellow starting to come on strongly. Sprinter gets up on the outside. Harry Hu back straight quarter, 27.1. Chicago Bull was able to duck in. Then came Soho Wolverine, who's over on the inside. No clear run for him, and Mr. Versace's at the tail. Rock and Roll Whitby, something went amiss. They come to the turn. Harry Hu, have they let him steal it? On the outside Sprinter, Chicago Bull. It's Harry Hu in front. Sprinter digging. Chicago Bull, grandstand finish. Harry Hu, Sprinter in the middle. Sprinter goes up and gets the win. Sprinter beat Harry Hu, and on the outside was Chicago Bull. They were followed then by Soho Wolverine. Mr. Versace, length and a half top end to tail of the main group, and at the back of the pack was Rock and Roll Whitby. 28.4, 55.5 Sprinter. Too good. Nathan Turvey, 10 out of 10 drive. He has got there narrowly on the line. Harry Hu, for a second, looked like it had stolen it off of the 2 main fancied rivals, 2 from 1 and 6. Chicago Bull was coming down the outside, but Sprinter has returned. He was the winner of the Champagne Classic as a 2-year-old. The Pearl, in fact not the Pearl, the Golden Slipper, the big one. He won at a Group 2 and a Group 1 as a baby. He's a horse that looks like he will